So the construction is finished, and now we're gonna put insulation between the joists like this. We will leave this gap here as well for some nice airflow between the wooden decking and the joist. This also will stop moisture going through. So I'm working sobie as usual on this little project, and then I heard this noise. It's quite a few of those. First time we see them around here. Another lovely day. And you're putting biscuit to the end. The wrong end. So we're using biscuits, as this is not a real wood flooring. This is more for, what's the name?
Cladding.
Cladding, not flooring. Again, I put it in the wrong spot. Which means, it means that we've got loads of challenges. One thing, that this floor is a little bit too thin for the floor we want to have. Other thing is that we've got the grooves. Not grooves, the bevel edge on both sides. It looks nice, but to use as a floor is a little bit too big. The quality is not great. I have to cut so many pieces off, so it's not simple as just putting down, as you can see now. I don't have nails, I'm using this only to show off that this can be done this way. But unfortunately, this is not the case. It's not the case because we cannot get the nails for this gun. So I'm using only what I've got, and then we have to pre-drill and be screwing these nails, which I'll show you soon. Nails, screws, which take 3 times longer than we could. So not very happy, but this is what we've got. We cannot buy a floor like this, the floor I would like to buy in Spain. There is very limited. God knows what is for this this wood in here, because nobody is doing cladding in here, that's for sure. So yes, a little bit difficult, very difficult to do anything in wood, with wood. So yeah, and it takes 10 times longer than it should.
But you've already done the insulation now this morning?
Yeah, the insulation is done. Done halfway.
Halfway.
So I want to reach at least halfway today, and then another 2 days probably is gonna be to finish off.
And then we have to oil also, no?
And then we're gonna put some protection. So you see this board here, not coming out from it on this. So what I need to do, I'm cutting here. This is what I need with this knot, and then probably those. I'm just gonna cut it away. So from this long board, now this can go somewhere in the middle. This piece. Another, you see, is off cut. And this piece, I still use that, otherwise I'm gonna have to cut, waste the whole board. It's gonna be on the external deck. So our thing is gonna, as you can see, we did not put insulation here because it's just gonna be a decking here. So all this rough and with knots, big knots, I'm putting outside. So if the water goes in, it can drop down, not inside the insulation. So I have to jiggle around a lot with this wood to have a nice flooring like you can see here down without any big knots coming through. So it's time consuming, cost effective, but we only can do what we can do with the material we've got. There is nothing else. We could not find anything else, and we didn't want to have a cheap board or OSB boards. Too much glue, too much rubbish, too much crap. This is more friendly,
natural.
more natural. Yeah. So when you're gonna lie down on the floor, it's gonna be much nicer and pleasant. So yeah. The sun is going down. It means we don't have much time left. This is our clock, and it's getting closer and closer to the mountain, and I need to go at least to the half of the floor. It's really time consuming. See, the other way of fixing without nails and gun is to basically screw it down, and to do that, put in your board in, and then you pre-drill on the angle, and then what you use, the finished, this is 3.5 by 50 millimeters screws. I was looking for much flat head, but I could not find it, so just normal screw, and then just screw it down, and it holds the board really well. It will hold much better than the nail, actually, but so much more time consuming. As you can see how much time you have to use just to screw one board. And because these boards are not designed for the flooring, so I'm cutting the ends nice and straight, and then I'm using these biscuits to join them, otherwise they will be flopping around a bit. So there we go. It's going.
Yes.
And then still using the straps to pull it back in. This is not too bad, but some of the boards are quite bad. And you see here, for example, when the joist is going on the angle, you cannot screw it here or even in the middle. You have to be on this side of the joist, so the screw goes in and then goes to the joist like here as well. You see, you're not doing it on the middle because it just will be a little bit of the joist, so you go opposite way. So we've got some meat to screw your screw. And you do it on the, you see, you do it on the angle as well, so it pulls the board in to the other board. And you see it's nicely hidden. Because if we use different screws with smaller head, and the screws won't be, the thread will not be all the way in, it will be better because it will pull nicely the floorboard. But when I'm pre-drilling, it doesn't matter really. And that's it, as simple as that. So you see the finished floor, you don't see any screws. but lots of work. What time is it?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe 4 p.m. or maybe later. I think we still have time today to do at least until half. No?
Half past what? 6?
No, I'm saying we're gonna do until half of the circle.
Oh.
I don't know, I cannot check now what time it is.
I hope so. Every board have to be cut. It's just a nightmare. But it's a pleasure at the same time to work. If I have a little bit more time, I have deadline. This have to be fin today is Sunday, believe it or not. We're working from the morning. And the deadline, the last, we've got 2 more days basically. 2 more days, Monday and Tuesday, and
On Wednesday.
and we have to also sand it down and put some oil in this 2 days time. And I don't see that how it's happening, but we'll try, because on Wednesday we will start to build something on top of it. So yeah, better to crack on. Good morning. Today is another beautiful day. It looks like it's gonna be another beautiful sunny day. I would like to show you the insulation, because crossed my mind that's gonna be difficult to put insulation when in structure like this, but actually it's not. So we're putting first, this is the noggins here, so we're putting the main structure here, but then we're putting the joists across like this. And you see, I'm not putting any insulation in here because that's gonna be just the decking. And so what you do, whatever you find, whatever width of your insulation is gonna be, then basically you just put this beam to each other with this distance. So I don't need to cut anything along. I'm just starting from the straight going to the end. So I'm cutting this angle here, for example, but this angle will be used somewhere else. And then again we're starting from the big ones, all the way around are big, they getting smaller and smaller, then all these offcuts I will use for the smaller ones. So it's fairly easy to put down insulation, and there is nothing underneath. See, there's nothing there. I'm keeping a little bit lower, so now lower, so when I'm gonna put the floor down, it's got some air to fly around. And the way I secure this, you can see at the moment I'm using expanding foam as the foam gun, and I'm just putting the expanding foam all the way around. And this way, that I'll make sure that it's not gonna drop down. And look, this is pretty solid, it's wedged nicely in, so it's not going anywhere, but any little gaps it will fill up all the way around. So yeah, pretty simple. So I'm gonna do it now, the insulation, and then we're gonna crack on with the flooring, as we don't have much time left. So also good idea is to put your platform, I don't know if I said that before or not, on the height, so at least you can crawl under. It helps a lot. So for example, when you're gonna do a plumbing or electrics or even insulation, is you can just scroll down, mark from underneath, simple, easy, and it makes life so much easier and better. So however big you are, make sure you can crawl under easy. Your deck helps a lot. And you see, what I do is lay down on the top, mark my angle from underneath, whoop. See what I mean by crawling under? From underneath, and then just do your cut. By using this insulation, we don't need to put any moisture barrier anymore, because the water does not go through this or any moisture. And then simply you just drop it down. See, it's tight fit, so it's about 5 millimeters shorter than this is, but this can squeeze as well in. But as you can see, it will create really secure fixing. And then plus we're gonna put the foam around. And for example, you see cut like this, look, you'll think it's difficult to cut this piece here. So you find this is your square here, so you're putting this against here, then you go underneath. Do you not go with me underneath? I'll show you. Look, we're going underneath. Oh. And this is your difficult mark here, which is very easy. Then we're marking all the way here, and here, and also, I don't know if you can see, all the way there. I don't know if you've seen this or not. And you see from underneath looks like this. The video is gonna be upside down a few times. And then you turn it over, and look, there it is. So it's very simple. Mark once, cut once. Not much messing. Turn it over, and look, should just go in. Can you see this? All the way around, perfectly fit. And don't think this is a waste, because it's not. You're going to another side, turn it over, push it here, then here, or there, or even here. So turn it over, and back in. Look, it's already in.
Aha.
So So there is no waste, pretty much, or not much waste. So in my head I thought it's gonna be lots of waste, it's gonna be difficult to put insulation because of the shape, but actually not.
So again,
simple.
It's simple.
Very simple. How? I don't know, don't ask me, but it's simple. Okay, let's crack on with this job. So the next job is to put some foam all the way around. See, here I used all the offcuts. So yeah, now you can see all the insulation is in, halfway through the flooring. We've got 2 more days to finish the floor, cut the circle and put some oil. So yeah. So the weather has changed a bit, it rained a bit. And we just finishing off this floor. See, a little bit wet, but we protect it with some foil. You see, like this over there and there, but still a little bit wet, so hoping to dry this. So basically we ran out last night couple of boards of this, so we have to rush to the shop. 6:45 we get to the shop, bought all the stuff which is here. I show you. Look, it's here. So we've got some plywood and 2 packs of these boards. The plywood we will use for going around, like this edge going around, and also when we're gonna put our thing on top. I'll show you later on anyway. But yes, we're getting close, so a couple of more boards. We're gonna cut it now, then we will cut the rounded shape. All this offcuts gonna be nicely cutted, and then hopefully we must this evening put some oil on top to protect the wood, because tomorrow the magic will happen, and that you will see also. So yes, as you can see, the decking is finished and ready, but it's not quite rounded. And to do this job we've got our trusty tool here, and most importantly there is our center. So what we will do, Kia, can you hold this one for me? So we remove the center. You see here. And we're gonna put a big screw back in. Oh, sounds to me like we managed to get to the same spot. And this is our trusty tool.
Our compass.
So I'm gonna put it in. Into the hole. That's it. not too tight, so we got some movement. And now we can do some
draw the circle.
some cutting. Yes, we can cut it all the way around.
Last edge of the circle done.
Yeah, I pretended I cut it by hand. Done! What do you think?
It's amazing.
All the
Look
way
at this.
around.
Woo.
Look at this. Woohoo.
Round, everywhere round. No? Just the weather could be a little bit better
Yes,
today. It's
last
kind
day,
of,
we need to protect it now. The
yeah,
floor,
and it's kind of like raining a little bit. Now you can dance the Mongolian dance for us.
Ah, incredible. Very nice. I don't know what is in the circle, but it makes you happy. I don't know, for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's huge. This circle is huge. Look at this. It's huge.
Our compass again did a great job.
Yeah. Now we can remove it for the final time. And we can use something else because now we've got the center. So whatever we need to do in the future, we can use this
Point.
point to do other funny stuff, measurements. But for now, this is over. Woohoo! For the final time, for the final. Small mark, no big deal.
And now?
Huh?
What are we doing now?
Now,
We're gonna...
now I can do the boarding, the bottom, but we're supposed to sand it down
oil.
and oil it, but it's raining. I don't know what to do.
What to do, what to do. What we gonna do when they come for you.
So yeah, after all this hard work, everything is getting wet. Thank you very much. Hopefully it's not gonna get too wet, but still, it's getting wet. Why?
So we have a little bit of emergency because when we finish our decking, we were gonna sand it down and put oil on it to protect it, but then it started raining, which we were not expecting. We put some, you can see in the middle is a little bit dry because we put some kind of foil over it, the one we had, but we didn't have enough to cover the whole surface, which is quite big, around 80 square meters. So now we brought this machine. It's normally used for spraying what? Some kind of chemicals?
Spraying, but
blowing air
as well.
Blowing air. So we want to blow out and dry it at the same time, no? Little bit.
Yes, before we cover up.
Before we cover up.
So yes, rain. We need rain, we love rain, but just not quite on time. But we managed to protect a bit. And now it's gonna be a drying process before we can apply any oil on top. So everything gets delayed. So we're gonna cut 12 mil plywood. Put it here.
And what is this going to be?
You can attach one. What's gonna be?
This piece. What is the function of this piece?
To cover the joist and give weather protection also, and weather drip, so that when the water is gonna go down, it will not go under, it will drop.
Okay.
So not only give you nice finish effect, as you can see, but also it will give some stability, support on the edge of the roof. And we use plywood because it's got more potential
and has more give, no?
Have more give.
You can bend it more easily.
So you see, we're adding another piece. And you get the idea of the finished product.
Yes.
What's the difference here?
Yeah, it's gonna look nice. Okay, our only source of energy at the moment, which is this generator, is working because we are working on the deck today. So at the same time we are cooking dinner in our instant pot, and David is sanding down the deck. Now we have a chance, it has dried for like 2 days after the rain. So as you can see, it's really nicely sanded. So it's gonna take us like, I don't know, maybe like 2 days to sand it down. And then we have to oil also 2 times.
It's still not finished, it's still not protected. Waiting to dry a bit, but as you can see, we've got lovely weather and it's windy. But look what we are up against. If I turn right, on the mountains. Look, slightly different perspective, no? So God knows if it's gonna rain or what's gonna happen. I'm hoping it's not gonna rain, and the thing is that we've got black foil we can cover up, but it's so windy there is no way I can cover up even this, even if I wanted. So yeah, we've got like a line. See, just kind of, see? Hopefully it's gonna stay this way and nice weather staying that way. I don't mind if it's gonna rain here, so. But yeah. And who is there? Tutti Frutti! Come on! This is Frutti and this is Tutti. Tutti and Frutti.
The day has come when we finally are putting oil on our decking to protect it. It's another windy day.
It's the broom.
Yes. How is it going? Good?
Okay. Not perfect, but nothing is perfect. It's not perfectly sanded as I would like to have, as somebody stolen my sander. So, and it's very expensive to buy a new one. So it's very lightly sanded down, fortunately, and now we're protecting with this oil. And oil, you will show them what sort of oil we're using. Yes. Tell them what we're using.
So we are using this oil. The brand is called Zome. They are from Germany, and this is the best quality, we think, of oil. All their oils are plant-based, and so this one is, it's called aceite decking oil, to protect and maintain all types of flooring. And the good thing about this is that it's harmless for humans, animals and plants. So yeah, very good product. If you're interested, you can check them online. And I will be doing the sides of the decking now with this brush.
Okay, so let's wrap the video up. This is final product. I mean, it's not final, we still need to put another coat of protection, little bit of paints and stuff, but more or less this is the rounded structure for the helicopter to land down on it. Private jets, helicopters, you name it, we can land it now here. So you can visit us now. See, a little bit of touches there and there, all the way around. I see, I think looks nice, no? What do you think? So yeah, we will put something on top. Today is what, Saturday still. Tomorrow is Sunday. So hopefully on Monday we will put something on top of it. So if you would like to see what that's gonna be, follow us, like it, subscribe, and then we will see you until the next time. But yes, very easy, very simple thing to do. Gorgeous views. The sun is going down. Let's do some shots with the drone. And yes, thank you for watching.
Strawberry on my lips, lazy Sunday afternoon. I'ma take my day off too. Ooh, got me so in love with the summer days. Ooh, got me feeling dizzy from the summer haze. 'Cause we got the sunshine